The fairy tale romance between Prince Mateen and his wife captivated the public from the very beginning. Prince Mateen, the son of the Sultan of Brunei, is often seen as one of the most eligible bachelors in the royal world. With his charm, good looks, and royal status, he was a figure many admired. His wife, on the other hand, was an outsider to the royal world, adding an element of intrigue and fascination to their relationship. She was not a member of any royal family, which made their union even more compelling to the public's imagination. Their romance first drew attention when they were seen together at various high-profile events. They seemed to complement each other perfectly, with Prince Mateen's poised and composed demeanor balancing his wife's natural elegance and beauty. She quickly gained attention for her graceful presence. Often described as a modern-day princess, their public appearances together were always covered by the media, and they were often portrayed as a symbol of a perfect royal couple. The public's fascination grew as the couple seemed to live out a fairy tale story. Their relationship appeared effortless, filled with laughter, joy, and mutual respect. The couple often posted pictures on social media, showing off their adventures, travels, and special moments. These images were carefully curated to present the perfect narrative of happiness, and their fans worldwide admired them for their seemingly perfect relationship. The royal wedding itself was nothing short of magical. It took place in a stunning venue, with an extravagance that only royalty can afford. Every detail was carefully planned, from the luxurious dress worn by the bride to the elegant setting of the ceremony. Spectacular as the event was, the true magic lay in the way the couple looked at each other, almost as if the rest of the world had faded away. They were the epitome of what the public envisioned as a perfect match. Their love story was more than just a fairy tale, it was a symbol of modern royalty, attractive, global, and charming. In an age of rapid digital media and constant exposure, their relationship seemed to embody the fantasy that many dreamed of: two people, different worlds, coming together to build a life filled with love, grace, and beauty. For a while, it seemed like their love would continue to flourish in the spotlight, with no end to their fairy tale romance. The perfect princess image that Prince Mateen's wife embodies is not just a matter of royal title, but an intricate blend of elegance, poise, and modern sensibility. In the public eye, she represents an ideal of grace and sophistication, effortlessly balancing tradition with the demands of contemporary life. She has become a modern symbol of royalty, showcasing how a woman can maintain strength and independence while adhering to the responsibilities and expectations of her position. Her beauty, both physical and intellectual, is often praised. With her striking features, she has captured the admiration of not just the media, but also fashion critics who often cite her as a style icon. Her fashion choices are a perfect mix of modern trends and classic, royal elegance. Whether she is attending a state function or enjoying a more casual outing, she carries herself with an air of regal dignity that feels both timeless and fresh. Her wardrobe often includes tailored gowns, designer outfits, and accessories that reflect both her heritage and the global nature of modern royalty. Beyond her appearance, her ability to navigate the complexities of royal life has helped solidify her image as the perfect princess. Despite being thrust into the royal spotlight, she has handled her public duties with grace. She is often seen attending charity events, meeting dignitaries, and participating in causes related to education, culture, and social welfare. Her commitment to these causes, along with her natural ease in engaging with people from all walks of life, has further cemented her as a role model for young women around the world. Her influence goes beyond her royal duties, as she also represents the changing face of royalty in the 21st century. In an age where public opinion is shaped by social media, she has embraced it as a tool for connection. Her social media profiles are filled with moments that offer glimpses into her life as a wife, mother, and royal. These posts often resonate with followers who appreciate the authenticity she brings to her online presence. She balances her royal obligations with a relatable personality, creating a unique image that feels both aspirational and attainable. Ultimately, her perfect princess image is not built on an unattainable ideal, but rather on the concept of a modern woman who embraces her role while staying true to herself. The media's portrayal of her as flawless is not merely about her external beauty or her high-profile marriage, but about how she represents an evolving notion of what it means to be a royal woman in today's world. Despite the outward appearance of perfection, there are signs of trouble beneath the surface that hint at the complexities within Prince Mateen's relationship and his wife's royal life. These signs are subtle, yet they suggest that behind the polished image of a fairy tale romance, there are deeper challenges at play. First, there are the growing rumors surrounding the couple's personal life. While the media often highlights their public appearances, there is an increasing amount of speculation regarding their private interactions. Observers have noted that there have been moments where they seem distant, even when appearing together in public. Body language experts have pointed to subtle cues that suggest tension between the two, such as a lack of eye contact or physical distance during events. These small but telling signs have led some to believe that all is not as it seems behind the royal facade. Additionally, there have been occasional reports of stress and strain within the royal family. The constant pressure to maintain a flawless image, especially for a modern royal couple, can take its toll. For Prince Mateen's wife, the weight of expectations is immense. Not only does she have to adhere to the strict protocol of royal life, but she also has to meet public expectations of being a perfect partner, mother, and royal representative. This constant balancing act can create a sense of isolation, as there is little room for error or vulnerability in such a highly scrutinized environment. The wife's occasional retreat from public life has sparked speculation about her emotional state. While she is often seen attending public events and charitable causes, there are times when she seems to step back from the limelight, perhaps to recharge or deal with private matters. This fluctuation in her public appearances may be an indication of stress or a desire for privacy amid the constant public eye. Moreover, there is the issue of her relationship with the broader royal family. While reports suggest that she enjoys a good relationship with most family members, there are subtle hints that there may be tensions behind the scenes. The pressures of royal life can sometimes lead to disagreements or misunderstandings, and it is possible that certain family dynamics are contributing to the strains in her personal life. Finally, there are the whispers about the toll royal obligations have taken on their relationship. Balancing the demands of being a public figure, a mother, and a wife can be overwhelming, especially when these roles conflict. The constant travel, public engagements, and media scrutiny may leave little room for genuine private moments between the couple, and it's easy to see how this could lead to feelings of frustration or disconnection. Though the couple appears to have a perfect life on the surface, these signs of trouble beneath the surface are a reminder that even royals face personal challenges. The pressure to maintain a flawless public image can often mask the very real struggles that exist in any relationship, particularly in the high-stakes world of royalty. These subtle indicators of tension remind us that behind the fairy tale romance, there may be a more complex and human story unfolding. As the months passed, the increasing tension between Prince Mateen and his wife became more apparent, drawing the scrutiny of both the media and the public. What had once seemed like the perfect fairy tale romance was now under a microscope, with every gesture and interaction analyzed for signs of discord. Public speculation grew louder, fueled by subtle shifts in their public appearances and statements, as well as an underlying sense of unease that seemed to hover around the couple. One of the earliest signs of mounting tension appeared in their public engagements. For some time, the couple had been a staple of royal events, always appearing together with their signature elegance and charm. However, more recently, the public had begun to notice a change. There were moments during appearances when they seemed distant, not as united as they once were. Their smiles were more strained, and the usual warmth they shared was missing. This subtle shift did not go unnoticed by the media, who began to question the state of their relationship. The tabloids and gossip columns seized upon these moments, interpreting them as evidence of a growing rift between the couple. The press, always hungry for drama, speculated that the royal duties were putting a strain on their marriage. Publicly, both Prince Mateen and his wife maintained their composed, royal personas, but the private strain was becoming increasingly difficult to hide. Reports from insiders suggested that the pressure of royal life, compounded by the public eye, was contributing to the strain. As a modern royal couple, they were expected to juggle family life, personal relationships, and numerous public engagements, all while maintaining an image of perfection. This delicate balance was beginning to show signs of wear, and the increasing number of high-profile events, combined with the demands of royal duties, was beginning to take a toll on their relationship. Moreover, social media played an unexpected role in fueling the speculation. As fans and royal watchers closely followed every post, photograph, and interaction, their observations often magnified even the smallest details. Comments on photos of the couple began to reflect a growing sense of concern. Followers pointed out moments when the couple seemed to be avoiding each other or when they appeared disconnected, even in the most intimate settings. While some defended their relationship, suggesting that the couple was simply adapting to the pressures of their roles, others began to voice doubts, adding fuel to the fire. Behind the scenes, Prince Mateen and his wife were reportedly struggling to cope with the relentless public scrutiny. Sources close to the royal family suggested that the constant media attention was exhausting, and that it created an environment where private emotions were difficult to manage. The pressure to appear perfect in public, while dealing with personal challenges in private, was becoming overwhelming. In addition, the role of the royal family in this narrative was also under increasing scrutiny. Some royal insiders hinted that there were tensions between Prince Mateen's wife and certain family members, contributing further to the stress within the couple's relationship. While these reports were never fully confirmed, the mere suggestion that internal family dynamics could be influencing their marriage added a layer of complexity to the speculation. As the media frenzy grew, so did the tension between the couple. The constant speculation, combined with the public's insatiable appetite for drama, created a pressure cooker environment. The increasing tension was not just a matter of personal strain between Prince Mateen and his wife, it became a focal point of public interest, feeding the narrative of a royal marriage in crisis. While the couple tried to maintain their composure, the mounting scrutiny made it clear that their once fairy tale romance was now firmly in the spotlight, and the public's questions were growing louder with each passing day. The news hit the world like a thunderclap. In a dramatic and unexpected turn, Princess Mateen announced that she would be stepping down from her royal duties, marking the end of an era for both her and the royal family. The decision came as a shock to many, as she had long been seen as the epitome of grace, poise, and strength, qualities that had earned her the admiration of both her country and the international community. The official statement issued by the palace was brief and carefully worded. It stated that the princess would be taking a step back from her official engagements to focus on personal matters, with a focus on her family. It was clear that the decision was driven by internal factors, although specifics were never fully disclosed. In the wake of the announcement, the royal family offered their full support, emphasizing that the princess's health and well-being were their top priority. Despite the supportive tone, there was a sense of uncertainty in the air, and many speculated about the real reasons behind the decision. For those who had followed her journey, this move came as the culmination of months, if not years, of increasing strain. Her decision to step down was seen as the final acknowledgement of the pressure that had been building behind the scenes, both personally and professionally. The mounting public scrutiny, the increasing tensions within her marriage, and the demands of royal life all seemed to have taken their toll. Though the palace remained tight-lipped about the specifics, it was clear that the princess could no longer bear the weight of her role in the public eye. In the days following the announcement, the media erupted with theories and speculations. Some reports suggested that her decision was directly related to the increasing difficulties within her marriage to Prince Mateen. There was talk of personal struggles, family conflicts, and the overwhelming pressure that came with being in the royal spotlight. Others pointed to the emotional toll of constantly being under public scrutiny, with every aspect of her life laid bare for the world to see. The princess, once a symbol of perfection, had become a target for public speculation, and the pressure had evidently become unbearable. As she stepped down, her public appearances became increasingly rare. The princess was no longer seen at royal events or charitable engagements, and her absence was felt by many who had admired her dedication and contributions to various causes. For years, she had been a fixture at charity galas, diplomatic functions, and royal tours, often representing her family with elegance and grace. Her sudden withdrawal left a void in the royal calendar, and there were whispers about how the palace would adjust to the loss of such a prominent figure. In private, sources close to the princess indicated that she was struggling with feelings of isolation and exhaustion. The demands of royal life, coupled with her personal challenges, had left her emotionally drained. Despite her graceful public image, the pressures of maintaining that image had been wearing on her, and stepping down was seen as her attempt to regain some control over her life. It was a brave, though heartbreaking, decision that many believed was a necessary one for her health and peace of mind. For the royal family, her departure from public life raised questions about the future of the monarchy and the role of its female members. Her absence created a ripple effect within the palace, and speculation began to swirl about who would take on her responsibilities. Would another family member step into her shoes, or would the royal family need to rethink its approach to public engagement in the face of mounting pressures on its members? Ultimately, the princess's decision to step down marked the end of a chapter in the royal family's history. It was a stark reminder of the personal toll that life in the spotlight could take on individuals, even those who appeared to have everything. While the world continued to watch and speculate, the princess retreated from the public eye, hoping for the space and time she needed to heal and rebuild her life. It was a difficult decision, but one that many believed was essential for her well-being. Social media has played an increasingly pivotal role in the lives of public figures, especially those belonging to royal families. For Princess Mateen, the relentless presence of online platforms, where every moment of her life is scrutinized by millions, has added a layer of complexity and pressure to her already high-profile existence. While social media allows for direct interaction with her followers and fans, it also invites a constant stream of commentary, much of it critical and harsh. As the digital age continues to evolve, so too does the way the public engages with celebrities and royalty. With platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, there is an instantaneous demand for access and visibility into every aspect of a royal's life, from their fashion choices to their personal relationships and even their moods. This public invasion can be overwhelming, especially for someone who has been thrust into the global spotlight from a young age. For Princess Mateen, who has cultivated an image of elegance and grace, the pressure to maintain that facade has only intensified under the scrutiny of social media. Online critics often dissect her every move, and the flood of comments, both positive and negative, can feel like a constant evaluation of her worth and choices. This environment has fostered a culture of comparison, where the perfect lives portrayed online are often held up as benchmarks for others, leaving little room for personal mistakes or vulnerability. As a royal, the stakes are even higher. Any misstep, whether perceived or real, can quickly spiral into a global scandal. However, social media has also offered a platform for Princess Mateen to share her own voice, engage with her supporters, and highlight causes she cares about. This direct communication has empowered her to shape her narrative, but it has also brought challenges. The line between private and public life has become increasingly blurred. There are moments when the pressure to maintain a flawless image for the public outweighs personal desires, creating a tug-of-war between authenticity and the role that society expects her to play. The relentless nature of social media can also impact her mental health. Constant scrutiny can lead to feelings of isolation and anxiety, as even a minor mistake can be amplified and shared by thousands, if not millions. This ongoing visibility, combined with the constant cycle of news and rumors, can feel suffocating. The royal family, with its tradition of secrecy and control, has had to adapt to this new reality, trying to balance the demands of modern celebrity with the values of privacy and dignity that have historically defined their image. In a world where public perception often trumps personal truth, social media has become both a tool and a burden for Princess Mateen. The increasing scrutiny has tested her ability to navigate the delicate balance between personal happiness and public responsibility, and has left her facing questions about the true cost of fame in the digital age. As Princess Mateen continues to navigate the pressures of her royal duties alongside the scrutiny of social media, the question remains, how much longer can she uphold the image that the public demands? The constant dance between privacy and visibility has taken its toll, and while she has shown remarkable resilience, there are signs that the cracks are beginning to show. She is no longer just a princess, she has become a symbol that is increasingly difficult to live up to. The digital world is unforgiving. Every day, her followers and critics alike dissect her every choice, from her charity work to her personal appearances, scrutinizing every detail. Even when she shares a more candid side of herself, attempting to show her true personality beyond the princess persona, she faces backlash for not conforming to expectations. The pressure to be perfect, to be always composed and graceful, is suffocating. Yet, in private moments, she wonders, is this the life she truly wants? Her mind drifts to the possibility of stepping away from the relentless cycle of public expectations. Would it be possible for her to retreat into a more private life, or would the backlash be too great? Would people see her as weak, or worse, as a failure? The royal family, bound by tradition and public duty, doesn't easily allow such choices. Still, Mateen wonders if there could be a way to redefine what it means to be a princess in the modern world, one that allows for more authenticity and self-expression. There are moments when she envisions a life outside the gilded cage of her royal duties, perhaps focusing on causes that matter deeply to her. But she knows that this would require a monumental shift, one that would require not just personal courage, but a transformation in the way society views the monarchy itself. The boundaries between personal freedom and public obligation blur, and every decision feels like a calculated risk. In the end, Princess Mateen stands at a crossroads, torn between the path of tradition and the possibility of carving out a new way of being. The future is uncertain, and the weight of her choices hangs heavy. What would it mean for her to step down from the pedestal that has been built around her? Would the world allow for a princess to be just a person? Or would the illusion of perfection and grandeur be too deeply ingrained to let her escape? As she contemplates these questions, she knows one thing for certain. The answer may not be clear yet, but she is no longer willing to live in the shadows of an image. The story of her journey, her true journey, is just beginning to unfold.